We're here with Bizza and Swade, who are the Caviar Industries founders. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good, hanging in there.
Yeah, absolutely. So what is it that your company does?
What we do is manage artists with promotion and management. Like we get them, we book them shows. We give them, promotions on all the digital streaming networks like Spotify, from SoundCloud. We give them, songwriting help. We give them production. We give them notoriety through Google searches. And we basically we give them, we're a merchandise company also.
Yeah.
So we dealing with, local clothes and, we're just branching off to different things.
It sounds like quite a lot of work. Do you manage to keep up with it all?
Yeah, we keep up with it. We take one artist at a time. We take one project at a time. And after the project is diagnosed and examined, then we release it.
Yeah.
And we use the name Caviar Industries because we get nothing but elegant top of the food chain music.
Yeah, absolutely. Is it quite fun work to do, working with all these different artists and meeting people?
Yeah, it's a pleasure because you got different personalities.
Yeah.
You got different styles of musical genres that we come across, and it's fun. It challenges you.
Yeah. So how did both of you get into this field of work originally?
We had a plan. It wasn't really it didn't come together as naturally, but it just organically came with just two minds that just kind of formed a great umbrella of just pushing something that we can get out to the masses.
To the masses, yeah.
And what we had is that it came small, but kind of two ideas. It kind of developed into something even more. We kind of we both had visions, but we didn't know what we didn't know what we was going to do at first, but it took a little time. But as it grew day on and day on, and we kind of seen it from afar because we was kind of complicated at one point. We just didn't know what to do because I knew that I was a big Tony Stark's fan, growing up. So that's why he came up with that Industries.
Yeah, the Iron Man theme.
The Iron Man theme. And the Caviar is big, that's his name. His name.
Caviar. Just like I said, we try to say Caviar Industries. And the reason why we say caviar is because we try to give you top of the food chain music. We try to give you that,
very rich, elegant, classy. Music.
And do you feel that you've managed to make that type of music and the caviar music that you want to make?
Well, I wanted to ask you about, our latest project with Nikki Jo Cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to know how you felt about that.
Well, I love it. And I guess it's definitely the sound that you want to go for, the kind of top of the food chain kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, that's the next project that's coming out is the Nikki Jo Cool project, Nouveau Ordre Mondial, which is French for New World Order. She's a Canadian artist, so that's our next project. So we moving this thing along, man.
Yeah.
We got Shea Blasian coming.
Ooh.
We have the Shelly Nova project out there.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah, absolutely.
We taking over. We gonna control the underground. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, for sure. And working with all these different artists, is it hard to kind of keep on top of them and keep up to date with each and every one of them? Because I'd imagine, I don't know, maybe if you're concentrating on one, you could sort of forget about one of the other ones, maybe.
Well, like I said, no, we usually give all of our artists the same minimal time. We work with artists that wants to work, that are hungry.
Yeah.
So sometimes we got to tell them to calm down, to get them out the studio because they really want to work. They're eager workers. So it's a pleasure working with these people because they want to work, we want to work, and it's a strong collaboration.
Yeah. And how do you actually find these people to work with?
Well, they usually come to us through the Instagram, Caviar Industries on Instagram or on the Twitter.
Ooh.
And, they usually find us through there. And once we click, we meditate, we pray together, sit down, we songwrite together, and we just make up these great music, great tunes.
And I guess, is it kind of hard to rely on people coming from social media? Because I guess, maybe a lot of bigger companies have better ways of finding people, if you know what I mean, like contacts in the business and stuff. Whereas I suppose you guys have to rely on a bit of luck.
Yeah, we rely on our reputation of being great managerial partners.
Yeah.
That's what we rely on. And go ahead.
We kind of like an organization where we want to just push the best talent as we want to, and then give them the freedoms and whether they want to express their talents. But basically, we're kind of an agency where we want to, they can prove themselves, and then we could we could back up behind them.
We basically are like like
an agency, kind of like any genre that want to work with us.
Right.
Yeah.
We can
from country music
to
rap to reggaeton,
whatever,
to even opera music. We've worked with every genre.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting.
Yeah. I mean,
because you gotta have more than one genre of just not just rap, but just actually like universal, like music, like it's kind of like foreign music. Different people want to hear other stuff. They don't want to just hear the old same thing. They want to hear, they want to branch out to the Netherlands. They want to branch out to the people in Australia, different countries.
Right.
They want to. They don't just want to do music in the United
America.
States. Yeah. You want to make it all forms.
That's what it is. We're a global entity.
Global entity.
We have artists ranging from India, Poland, Canada,
right? Different, Montreal.
It's just, and for Brooklyn, we have our other artists. Our number one artist, Shay Blasian, and she's from the same neighborhood as Jay-Z, the same area.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. From Marcy Projects.
Mm-hmm.
And I suppose it's good to take all sorts of different genres because you don't want to just stick to the one, otherwise you're not going to get to work with as many people.
That's the key. That's the key. Is like we don't want to discriminate to be known as just a hip hop management group or R&B group. We want everybody.
Like
to come
everything,
right?
Every artist like R&B. I know it's not as popular as it was back in the 90s, but we can also like if we can bring and revive the R&B genre.
Right.
Some people or the Jamaican thing, right?
Listen
to reggae, so you can sprinkle that in with that as well. So you can actually, that's I mean, just like I said, we're a company is just letting the artists be who they are, but we're kind of like pushing them and getting their notoriety and advertising them to be more than what they are.
And we help out with songwriting because we're both songwriters.
Ooh.
We're composers. So when they come to us, if they come in with writer's block, we help them to create the songs. So it's like we do it all. It's not just, it's like when you come to us, you're getting the whole package.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you have any favorite artists that you've worked with?
And that would be right now Shay Blasian, Shelly Nova, Nikki Jo Cool, to say the least.
Yeah.
Ace International, Pearl Morris, he's just signed with the company. She just signed on. She's on the Nikki Jo Cool album, actually.
Ooh.
She's on the song The Bridge.
Nice.
She'll be coming out with an album soon with us. So I mean, mostly everybody we work with is like professional, top notch.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And how's the whole COVID situation been for your business? Because I guess you can't really meet up with these artists a lot and kind of record together. Is that something that you would normally do?
Well, yeah, we really miss that cohesiveness and synergy We're working with the artists together. We definitely missed that. But with the brilliance of technology, we're able to still muster out songs on a high capacity.
Yeah.
And just like how we communicate, and we could be in the studio with the artists in their studios, and we're collaborating via Skype, via Zoom. It's like there's no stopping Caviar Industries. Mm-hmm. No COVID could stop us. Well, it did stop us through shows.
Yeah,
it hurt us through shows. Though.
Not only through us, through a lot of people that's going through the same situation. You know, people out there right now, this very, very disconnected thing. But as far as technology, it's kind of branching us together. That sometimes we go through these circumstances, but we can actually prove and we can get better because. As far as like music always bring people together. Yeah. There's people that's being canceled right now that want to do shows. That's why they're coming up with all these acts and these performances. But they're unfortunate situations they can't do that because the COVID stuff. So
that's correct.
It kind of pushed everything back to the back front of everything. Mm-hmm. And now we just have to. What we have to do is we have to work together and get these artists and find a way
right.
this technology so we can have these shows and follow these requirements going through it.
Yeah,
everything. So
he's definitely right as far as like the requirements of COVID and start like they're going to have requirements as they start opening up these showcases.
Yeah.
So we're willing to follow these requirements.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess the more we buckle down and follow the requirements and stuff, the sooner that we can hopefully see some sort of normality back again and get back out there.
Right. You feel the same way. That's correct.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you're going to be launching an apparel clothing line as well, right?
Yeah, the clothing apparel, Yachtsman's Apparel. Yeah, Yachtsman's Apparel, it should be launching very soon. We got the designs and everything from women's dresses to, baby onesies. We even working on fine men tuxedos. We're really trying to expand the branch and, That's what it is. Yachtsman's Apparel.
Yeah.
Yachtsman Apparel is for like people that's 60, 50, 70 years old. It's kind of like more of if you look at the Yachtsman Apparel, it's more of like the classy clothing line.
Yeah.
It's more for people that's kind of like how people play golf when they get older.
Yeah.
They kind of wear like the like the clothes, like the polo clothing.
Yeah.
Something similar to that.
It would be similar to polo.
That's going to be like the upper. That's like the upper level of the kind of like that.
Right.
It's not the first
tier. It'll
be
the high class. It'll be the high scale.
Would be the expensive clothing.
Yeah.
But the other one would be the low entry level.
Yeah.
Clothes.
Just it's more affordable.
T-shirts and other stuff like belt buckles and wristbands.
You'll have Caviar wear. And you'll have Yachtsman's Apparel. Yachtsman's Apparel will be the upscale. And the Caviar wear would be more available for economical, agreeable reasons.
Yeah. And what made you want to cross over from music management to making clothes? Because I suppose they're very different things.
I think that every company that you actually start, you have to have some type of advertisement.
Yeah.
For your brand, right? So what's a better way to start with, kind of showcasing your brand into the world. So you can go to different, places and then you go to different websites. Because right now with social, everything is all over the place. So why don't we just, reach to everybody else? We have a strong emblem, people, they really known for their brand and what their emblem is. So that will bring out galvanize people to purchase our clothing lines.
Right.
Yeah.
If we have a company, then why we should just reach everybody and go on our websites to, have interest in our company.
Yeah.
So why not advertise our, a brand?
Yeah.
So that's why we came up with that blueprint.
Yeah.
There you go. Perfectly well answered.
Yeah. And are any of your artists got any more future projects coming up soon?
Yeah, we got the Nicky Joe Cool that's dropping tonight at midnight, April 1st, April Fool's Day. And then we have, we got to, fancy it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we got Pearl Morris. She'll be coming on Memorial's Day. which is, I believe, is May 20th. I'm not too for sure,
Okay.
but that's the projected date for that project. And we have Shelly Nova's single and video coming out for My World, Future and Pearl Morris, which should be coming out any day now on YouTube.
Nice.
So that's the next projects we have Caviar Industries lined up.
Yeah. So where are we able to check out all the music and the apparel and all your services everywhere?
Yeah, you can reach us at Caviar Industries on Instagram, Caviar Industries at Twitter, and you can reach.
I think right now I just got to speak on this. If you go on our websites, whatever, we don't right now have it organized yet. We still having some funding problems, financial stuff.
Yeah, we're
We
working
need
on
to get all that set up first. But in the future, we will have all the apparel stuff like the
websites
and all the other stuff.
But for right now,
This
Instagram.
COVID situation kind of messed us up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We would have got everything as far as that, but when the COVID hit, it kind of messed up everything. So Instagram will probably be the best bet. J Swade 42. Reach me there. Caviar Industries and everything. So
Twitter.
Yeah.
Instagram. Yeah, you can reach us at Caviar Industries, Instagram, Caviar Industries, Twitter.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you very much for coming on the show today, guys.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you, Toby. It's been a long time coming, man. Appreciate your patience, man.
It's a pleasure, man. Thank you.